A landlord comes to court expecting a quick eviction. Then his tenant walks in 90 minutes late. And what follows is the most chaotic hearing you've ever seen.
Okay, can I read my little spiel?
Because you're just going to talk over each other. And when you talk over each other, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even listening. You guys just want to argue with each other. And quite frankly, I don't have the time today to hear all this.
Actually,
Not the way you two are acting right now. What's your name, please?
Lorie Anderson.
What is clear in this case is I specifically indicated to both parties that they needed to be here in person. And she is not here and the like. Did receive an answer. What is your claim? This is for termination of tenancy.
And a judgment. So do you want me to read my?
How much are you claiming is owed?
July rent.
Which is the amount of how much?
$330 plus late fees, which are $25 a day. So I calculated.
Can't do that.
No late fees?
All right. I can't let you assess late fees at $25 a day. Okay. First of all, I think under case law, it would be an illegal late fee. Late fees have to be reasonably calculated to the cost of collection. That's not an exact science, but they certainly cannot be what would be called liquidated damages, which those would be. Okay. So what months does she owe for?
I got a calculation. July, that would be $3,300 for July.
30. Okay.
And then I got the water bill, the water charges, court cost of $33.59. That's to get her served. Lawn care service of $35. She didn't pay. I had to pay for the lawn care service. Water bill for May of $207.29.
$207.29. Water
bill for June of $230. Extrapolated water bill for July 1st through July 11th today of $84.45. 2 cashier's checks that I had to get done because she, I don't know if you'll approve that, but that's $20.
Okay.
Background checks of $54.29 for her uncle, Augustus Lyman, because he's occupying my house and he's a criminal.
Okay, I can't let you have that.
And then, late fees. You said I couldn't have late fees.
How much are your total late fees that you're charging?
I calculated based on today of 175. So whatever the court will allow.
175 for July.
Well, I calculated to July to today's.
Okay. So I'll allow you $50. Well, your monthly rent is $3,300.
Yes, sir.
I'll allow you $100 in late fees.
Okay.
So what you need to do, and I will approve that judgment. Do you solemnly swear or affirm all the testimony that you have given and will give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. And was there a lease on the premises?
Yes, sir.
But you're terminating the lease based upon the misrepresentations and also violations and fraud that you've stated to the court previously, in this case, as well as a misrepresentation you believe as to identity and the person's in home, and then there is rent that is due. So based upon that and the defendant's failure to appear in this case, court is going to grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff with all right, she's here. All right, come on up, ma'am. What is your name? It is unacceptable to be effectively an hour and a half late to court.
I submitted something for Zoom because I can't be late for work class. So I just came straight from school.
And I got off the bench and I specifically looked because I specifically indicated to both parties that you needed to appear in person.
I didn't receive an email of a denial of Zoom either.
When you guys were here on the record, I specifically stated that both parties needed to appear in person. So whether or not you filed a Zoom request or did anything along those lines, it wouldn't have mattered because I told you to be here in person. And Miss Anderson, I'll have to stop the inquiry that I'm making now that she's here. What's your position on this case?
She asked me to sign a 3-year lease after I already signed a 2-year lease, and then this is when everything kind of went downhill.
Do you want to stay there?
No, not really. I already told her if she gives me my $6,000 and I said she's cleaning me, I've been stated that I will leave.
There's a cleaning fee and security deposit, but she never said that she would leave, sir.
So how much is the security deposit?
5250.
And there's a cleaning fee, which is a non-refundable cleaning fee, I'm presuming, of how
Yes, sir.
much?
I have on video that she said that I could get my cleaning fee back.
It's non-refundable, but I said if she leaves it really, really clean and, just like I had it, that I would be willing to, refund her that based on,
I
being
understand.
clean.
Okay.
Because I
But the lease itself says it's a non-refundable. Two things. First of all, with reference to I understand the oral representations that were made regarding the cleaning fee, but the lease would indicate that it's a non-refundable cleaning fee.
because I thought that's what I was.
And then with reference to the security deposit, that security deposit is can be used to pay rent, can be used for utilities and other things that may be outstanding. My understanding is that there are a number of water bills that still need to be paid. There is July rent that still needs to be paid. So, and I would have no way of assessing whether or not there were damages to the premises. So I don't know that that's a negotiation. But you say that you don't want to be there.
Well, yeah, because she has neighbors watching me, and it's very uncomfortable coming home, and there's people watching me.
All right, Ms. Lyman, let me ask you this. What do you want me to do?
Really, I just want everything to be over. It's just the random people watching me, the false police reports.
So what do you want to do?
Say, I can move out in August,
When?
at least the 1st or the 6th.
Okay. And what about July rent
I was gonna put the rent as well.
with the court? And that's $3,300. There is, as I was totaling and going through this, there's approximately, I have about $500, give or take, for the water bills.
I could have sworn water bills are supposed to come every 3 months.
I sent
Honestly, one almost like and from the first water bill, I was only there for 27.
I sent an Excel spreadsheet to the court and to the defendant that shows the water bill history for the last 3 quarters. I mean, 4 consecutive quarters, and it calculates a water bill based on my usage versus Mrs. Armani and her family's usage. And there's a significant difference. And I presented that to the court as well. That showed that she's using 3 times the amount of water with her family than I ever used. So, well, the police report indicated that there was a.
Just because it's people over there don't mean people.
There's really no reason for me to be here with you two, is there? Because you're just going to talk over each other. And when you talk over each other, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even listening.
This is the first time I've seen her since May 5th because an older woman who says she's Armani, she's at least 40, has been telling me she's Armani, but I think it's her mother, Joanna Lyman, and I've never been able to speak with her or see her. So I can't even talk to my tenant. I would have liked to have tried to work something out, but I'm not able to ever talk to her.
That's a lie. She's seen me on multiple occasions. She never met my mother. You've only met with me every single time.
She told me she was living at Mr. Diop's house that's on her driver's license that he's lived in for 3.5 years. So that was the fraud and misrepresentation of the truth. She was actually being evicted when she moved into my house.
Well, there's a difference. Does she represent that she wasn't being evicted?
Well, she said that she was living at Mr. Diop's house, who's been there since 2021 and says he's never rented to her. So that's
What
fraud.
do you people want me to do? You guys just want to argue with each other. And quite frankly, I don't have the time today to hear all this. Because this is just a mess. You guys can't get past your personal animosity toward each other to even look at this whole thing rationally.
Judge, the phone number on her application was disconnected. I've not ever been able to call her and talk to her for 2.5 months, it's been another lady talking to me on the phone and in person. I've never been able to talk to my tenant. We could have worked this out if she was actually talking.
Not the way you two are acting right now, because you're both acting like juveniles toward each other. You guys can't talk to each other.
I want to talk to her, not her mother.
Yeah.
She asked for a past address. 9090 is a past address. I never told her that I rented from the lease.
Why do I care?
The application has 9090 on it. I just want honesty.
She's only been talking to me.
You guys can't even resolve this, can you?
I don't even have her number, sir.
You have my number.
I don't have a number. You don't talk to me. I've
You
never.
know what? Both of you go sit down. These other people, I'm not gonna have them waiting through your mess. Go sit down. I'm gonna pass this case. No, I'm not even gonna pass it because I don't want you back up here right now. I'm gonna set this thing for a final settlement conference before trial. I'm gonna set it for this Tuesday. Oh joy. And then I'm inviting her back. So go ahead. What time on, it's 9:00 this Tuesday, the 15th? Final settlement conference, July 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. That's in person. You need to be here. I will be waiting in courtroom A to hear your case and other cases with bells on them.
The rent, since the mortgage is due, can
9 a.m. on the 15th. I am not making a decision today. You are to put the $3,300 in the court escrow. Thank you.
thank you.
What should have been a straightforward eviction case turned into something the judge clearly did not expect to deal with that day. Landlord Lorie Anderson came to court with spreadsheets, water bills, late fee calculations, and a list of grievances a mile long, including accusations that his tenant had committed fraud on her rental application and that a completely different woman had been posing as the tenant for 2 months. He was moments away from getting a default judgment when tenant Armani Lyman walked through the door, 90 minutes late, straight from school. From that point forward, the hearing never recovered. Both parties talked over each other constantly. The landlord accused the tenant of fraud and identity misrepresentation. The tenant fired back with claims of harassment, neighbors hired to watch her, and false police reports. The judge knocked out the excessive late fees, rejected several claimed costs, and tried repeatedly to get both sides to focus. Nothing worked. Eventually, he'd had enough, telling both parties to their faces that they were acting like juveniles and that he wasn't even listening when they talked over each other. No ruling was made. The tenant was ordered to place $3,300 into court escrow, and both parties were told to return Tuesday for a final settlement conference, in person, no exceptions. A case that could have been resolved in minutes dragged on because two people couldn't set aside their personal anger long enough to think clearly. The judge saw it. The courtroom saw it. And now, so do you.